Getting through the American immigration process can be daunting, challenging, exhausting, and stressful, especially for an H-1B holder. So let's talk about how to get you through it smoothly. Hello, I'm Dan Trudeau. I'm the VP and Executive Recruiter at PRA USA. And for over 30 years now, we've been recruiting specialists in the technology fields. And because of this, we have a lot of experience working with engineers going through the American immigration system, especially those in the H-1B visa program. Since we've worked with so many of these candidates going through the process, both in just managing their career and doing a job search, I wanted to share with you 3 key pieces of advice that I give to people who are H-1B holders or looking to become H-1B holders when it comes to job searching, making decisions about what direction to go in your career, etc. The first piece of advice that I give to an H-1B holder or someone looking to become an H-1B holder is don't even bother interviewing with a company that isn't 100% behind H-1B sponsorship. If you're talking to someone and you bring up H-1B sponsorship or the immigration process and period, if they're a little wishy-washy, oh, maybe we'll think about doing it. Hey, if you're a really good candidate, we could make an exception. Any of those, unless you're in a real desperate spot, probably not worth your time. The immigration process is complicated, involved, costs money, and if a company isn't really serious about committing themselves to that process, there are good odds that you're going to find yourself at a dead end when working with them. What you want to be hearing are things like, we have a lot of experience doing that. We totally support it. Yeah, we do H-1B sponsorship. We have a firm in place that helps us, or we have our own internal group. You want to be hearing things like that. The firm, yes. Yes, we do H-1Bs. Otherwise, it's probably not a good use of your time. Now, if you're in a tough spot, you're laid off, you have to get lots of options, I can't blame you for trying things out, but there's a good chance that you're wasting your time. And even when you're out of work, time is a precious commodity you cannot, spend on dead ends. The second piece of advice that I would give you, only go with companies that are not only supportive of the H-1B sponsorship, but also of the green card process. You want a company that's going to get you in that green card process as soon as possible, and is very serious about it, does it at the highest priority they can do it, and they're willing to invest their time and money in getting you through that process. You want that I-140 as soon as possible. Your H-1B time, that's 6 years you get, 3 years with a 3-year extension, the clock's ticking. No matter who's in charge in the coming years, the H-1B process is going to continue to be involved, complicated, etc. You want to get that I-140 as soon as possible so you're not worried about that 6 years running out. The third piece of advice I give to an H-1B holder is to find and maintain your own legal counsel. Forge a relationship with a lawyer or a firm that specializes in immigration outside of the ones that the companies you're working with have. A lot of them have their own internal resources or firms that they work with, but remember, those lawyers, those resources are there to serve their needs, not yours. You might be laid off, you might be put into a tricky situation internally. When things get tight, when you're not sure where to go, you need an independent voice that's going to be thinking of you first. Whatever money you have to spend up front to maintain that relationship, to find them, to get into the system with them, to get them to know you, spend it. It's worth your money. Work with someone where you're the priority. So those are the 3 key pieces of advice we give to people who have H-1B visas or are looking to get into the program. We don't expect the H-1B process to stop being convoluted, confusing, a high-pressure type thing anytime soon. So you have to be smart to make sure that you're taking care of what you need to do in order to get to the green card, in order to get to be able to stay in the United States permanently and build a life here. Another thing you can do for yourself is like, share, and most of all, subscribe to the PRA USA YouTube channel. As I mentioned, we're recruiters in the technology field, so we not only have a background with immigration, H-1Bs, etc., but we're here for career advice, interviewing tips, job search guides, whatever you need to have the career that you deserve. Use our 30-plus years of experience to get there.